Atto-Forson speaks for the opposition on finance. He said that President Akufo-Addo's debt accumulation is almost akin to Ghana's entire public debt since independence.
Yeah.
He said that the data further reveals, and I'm quoting him now directly, that Ghana's debt increased from 120 billion in December 2016 to 236 billion. That's over 100%. If you go to Bloomberg, Ghana's debt at highest in 4 years.
100%, be careful.
Let me just read that again. The data reveals that Ghana's debt increased from 120 billion in 2016 to 236. That's more.
120.
Yeah, 120 to 230.
It's not 100%.
That's more.
Why?
That's more than 100%.
Really?
Yeah. 120 to 230. Okay, that's almost. That's almost. Just four shy. Now, Bloomberg says Ghana's debt at highest in 4 years as revenue undershoots. This is a story by Moses Jawu, and this is sort of corroborating what Atto-Forson said. So you cannot just say it's propaganda, and there's more information there if you want to.
Well, I mean, facts are interesting. They reveal, if you want, what you want the public to see. But sometimes there are more facts behind. Let me just throw back those facts at you. Okay? In 2008, our entire debt stock was 9.7 billion Ghana cedis when President Kufuor handed over to President Mills. 9.7 billion. By the end of 2012, it has shot up to 35.6 billion. Now that's what? 267%. Okay? From 9.7 billion to 35.6 billion.
In 2008.
By 2012. From 2008 to 2012. By 2016, this is the John Mahama time, 2012 to 2016. The debt stock has shot up from 35.6 billion Ghana cedis to 122.2 billion. That's 243.2%. Okay? All right? So, and this was, Atto-Forson was what? Deputy
Finance Minister
at the time. Okay? And he feels we should listen to him when he tells us that our debt stock today is worse than what it was in the past. So look at 2019. From 2016 to 2019, if you include the cost of even the banking sector cleanup, our debt stock is 214.5. I'm sure maybe by now it's gone up.
Yeah.
Let's even assume, even the figures that you used, if we go by the end of 2019, it was 214.5 billion. That's a 76.1% increase. So I just want us to understand. Yes, our debt stock will rise, but it's the rate at which it's rising that you should focus on. Okay? You had a 267% increase from 2008 to 2012. You then had a 243.2% increase between 2012 and 2016. And even if you have a 100% increase, let's go with your flawed mathematics. If you have,
it's under-calculated mathematics, not flawed. Yes.
If you have a 100% increase, then the person who was responsible as Deputy Minister of Finance.
But this is not the end of the records yet, mind you. We've not reached December.
But I say agrobe.
So you think the projections look good?
Regardless of where we are now with COVID, you can safely predict that by the end of this year, our debt stock will not be more than 150% of what it was in 2016.
But you see, for a party again, and I know that every government has to borrow, that argument has been made by experts and it's been proven that it ought to be. But you argued strongly against borrowing when Mahama was doing that.
No.
In fact, we remember candidate Akufo-Addo saying "Yetisukasu nansu yebre," and
no. But you see, let's. I know you're trying to play the advocatus diablo, but let's also be clear about what the facts are. Every government borrows.
Yes, I made that point.
In every country. Go and look at what is happening in the OECD countries now. They're borrowing more than their own GDP. if you look at what is happening. They are borrowing and borrowing and printing money. Okay? Why? Because they have to deal with this COVID-19 thing. Okay? But it's the quality of borrowing. That's what matters. Is the quality, what you borrow for. You have a situation where just in February, government went for the first time in Africa, managed to borrow in terms of raise bonds with a maturity of 40 years. Never happened in Africa. Okay? And
so you're celebrating the longevity of a loan we've taken?
You have to. And I'll tell you why you have to. Because you are borrowing with a longer period and at a reduced
yes, so
yield.
you're permanently saddled for 4 decades.
No. If you look at it that way, then you miss the plot.
Okay.
What you're doing is that, because before, you have shorter maturity and at a higher interest rate. Okay, so within a matter of 3-4 years, you have to turn around and find money. But this government is borrowing cheaper and then using the money to then what? Get rid of the existing debt. It is actually an intelligent way of managing the economy.
So smart borrowing. That's what Sir Tekwe said when he was Minister for Finance. It's the same song you're singing now.
Yeah, but you can look at where he left.
At the
rate he was borrowing and at the rate this government.